welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoka. I'm an empath. Just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. And listening to a little Is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. God, what a beautiful spirit, man. To be sent off the way he was. If you ever get a chance to watch his video, check it out. It's freaking beautiful, man. Anyway, things weird. Things are good. I feel good. Made it through the first day of the road. It feels like it's rumbling. It helps me relate to the folks that have had earthquakes recently, because the machinery that they're using to pave is just, the whole house shakes out front. So, if you want to imagine what it's like to put your other people that go through things, you can use regular circumstances like that to just imagine. Maybe, what if it was an earthquake, right? Anyway, life's pretty good today. I feel a lot better after my freaking 14, 15-minute stomach flu, whatever that was about yesterday. But I don't know, sacral chakral stuff. I had just done a freaking chakra meditate state about an hour before, so maybe there's some bad energy that was getting wiggled loose. I was thinking, there's a lot of people that are in duress right now. Duress. I just laugh every time sometimes when I look at you, I'll just freaking smile and laugh, because this is a side note, because I use the same video camera. I use a Mac. I got an old Mac that I record on, just a laptop. But if you look at always tell people that my faith of technology, the faith that other people have in technology, I find amusing, because if you look at like all of my videos on this, if you go to my videos tab, it goes like back to my whole library, and I've got like 500 and freaking, what am I up to now? I kind of lost track. 500 and something videos. Well, that's interesting. I'm looking at myself in stereo. Okay, now I gotta focus. Over 500. Am I at 550? So anyway, I got a lot of videos. I talk about a lot of different stuff, but really I'm all touching on the same stuff, if you really think about it. Some of us have had pretty crappy lives from the get-go. People, along the way, you always had. Oh, I didn't even say that. I was gonna finish with my tattoo thing. Is that technology is so glitchy, because I was scrolling through my videos yesterday and I was laughing because my tattoos jumped, but they switched sides. They switched sides. So that just tells me that they've updated something, because, maybe these things just happen, right? But I always use the same camera, and my tattoos hop back and forth, That could be misleading and very confusing to some. But these are the little things that I notice. Like today I was wondering, well, in an airplane, it's called the cockpit. But what if all the women, or what if all the pilots are women? Then what's it called? I don't want to be too dirty. A cat pit? But the other word? People put derogatory on meetings. I don't. But I don't want to give them a chance to here. I just think about stuff. We all wonder about things. People always think about the same things. And a lot of people, you put the same thing in front of them, and they'll just think about whatever you impose upon them, But a lot of people have had real rough time in their lives. But they got past it, and they did get through it. They did. We did get through it. Some of us, we became happy anyway. Yeah. Under some insurmountable circumstances. No, very little support system. Very, very little support system. Very little. Yeah. Still all right, And there's a lot of people that are healing the wreckage of their past and their karma of their ancestors. And how you do that? It's not freaking as hard. Why do people have to complicate everything, man? It's freaking annoying as much as people complicate stuff. Like me, rectifying the wreckage of my past. I've had alcoholism in my family line going back for who knows how long. Guess what? If I can die sober, which is my plan, abstain from alcohol, and to keep my spirit, all all breath and not replace it with blood alcohol count, that is a way that I can heal. Yeah, your brother's here. The wreckage of my past and the karma of my ancestors. Other people can do it too. Other people can do it too. By helping when their bloodlines have always hindered. Yeah, they can do it. They just rather keep it all for themselves, to go where they want, do what they want, whenever they want. Put more distance between themselves and the lowers when we're all the same. It's freaking greedy and gross. I'm really tired of these spiritual, hey, spiritual is a broad term. Okay? Just because you're spiritual don't mean that you are pointing your vibe towards the light from heart space instead of ego, Every time I freaking hear a reader go, oh, we're living in a world of inclusion. Oh, we're all connected. I am you and you are me. I'm starting this webinar over here for this private webinar for money. And it just baffles me. It baffles me, when freaking you ask people to show, time ain't real, but if there's an agreement that two parties or people are going to meet at a specific time, be there at that time. That's what time is for, is so people are there at the same place at the same time. But time ain't real. It ain't linear like people think. And when people freaking make you wait, why do they think that they're so important that your time doesn't matter? That's what I always wonder about. Freaking drives me crazy. I wait 5 minutes. If I'm supposed to meet somebody, I wait 5 minutes after the time that they get there. I give them 300 seconds. After that, I leave. Well, where'd you go? I have things to do. And evidently you don't think my time is valuable, so I went to go find some people who do. It's that stuff. That's where the real integrity is. You're not setting up a freaking live and then showing up freaking 40 minutes later, with some mediocre bullshit that you can get all over, that four readers showed up earlier in the day to put out the same data. I'm hard on people because people have been hard on me. But it gave me a level of integrity that really, I don't know, I can't find other people that have the integrity like I do. I can't, and that's kind of pretty freaking sad in a world as big, with all the people on it and stuff. We're all the people with integrity. I keep looking, I keep reaching, I keep, giving example after example of how to live in integrity, and that, I don't get a whole lot back. It's a one-way, it's kind of a one-way street. A lot of times people just kind of look at me and just, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, smile and nod, right? But these are the energies of today, and this is stuff, that's why you don't hang on to any outcome of any emotion right now. Don't do it. If you grab onto an emotion, you're more likely to stay in that vibration, unless you're really good about diverting your attention and willing to be able to distract yourself in a positive way. But there's I guess there has to be a little bit more polarity or division or duality or whatever you call it before it freaking combusts itself and people really do realize that we're all connected. So it I always thought backwards. People always said I just thought backwards, but I'm a Heoka, so I'm forward thinking. But people like me have to think different because freaking the mainstream or the main stage or the collective, look what they're freaking doing. Our country just sold freaking Bulgaria F-16 fighter jets for $1.5 billion. I'm pretty sure that would build every homeless person a tiny house someplace. Yeah. You gonna spend it for that? No, you'll probably spend it on more freaking swinging wiener crap, more war stuff, I just think about what the world would be, and I think about it all the time because I believe in manifestation. How beautiful the world would be if freaking all countries on this planet would put their money into making things for peace and prosperity instead of death and war. But the thing of it is, here's the kicker. Here's the trick, or not the trick, but here's the center of it is for whatever reason, food, vaccines, there ain't gonna know, ain't nobody gonna prove 100% what it is? The fact is, everybody on this planet is becoming more sensitive. We've always been sensitive. I think people just have been more blind to their sensitivity, and now they're opening up to how their body feels, what feels good, what feels don't, what doesn't. I remember in Psych 101, it's like whenever I get sick, or if ever I'm gonna go, if I'm gonna do some, or when I get sick, or if I have to like go someplace or do something real sad, I really make a point not to do anything I like around that time, because those low vibrational feelings are tied to the things that I like, and then it makes me like what I like less. Yeah. So, just all I can really do, and that's just everything's all tongue-tanging right now too. People are becoming more and more sensitive on the planet. Okay, so when you look back about, instead of all the generations ahead that ruined everything, why don't you look behind you a couple generations? If we're this sensitive, and I'm in my mid 40s, I'm 45, and so people I went to high school, their kids are starting to have kids, so their grandkids, and I mean these kids are coming in more sensitive. Are we really gonna leave them a planet that they might not have the capacity to navigate through, because it's so harsh and it's so violent and it's so gross and so scary that you're just creating people that freaking are always walking around with headphones like me, and living in our own world, because people have ruined the world to the point that there's a lot of population that just don't want to live in it. We're not going to check out, because we know we're here to help raise the vibration of the rest of the planet, so we're going to see through to that commitment. But holy heck, man, I wish people would freaking de-greed, because this stuff is stupid, man. I mean, people think that they need all this money. I live on like freaking $1,500 a month. I take care of my mom. I've looked out for my mom for freaking going 10, 11 years now. I don't even know. And then before that, I've always looked out for her when I was a kid. I've been the caregiver, So when I look around at a society that is just so woes me about just stupid stuff, and then I look at a freaking basketball player that just signed a deal for 3 years for like $103 million, and I think about all the homeless in the world, I gotta work harder. That's what I think. So that's all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.